Okay. What about Garcia? Okay. Right. All right, were you getting ready to say something about Virgil Hunter? Exactly. I think Virgil's his time behind the mic on the PBC show has been pretty. I think it's been pretty good to raise the awareness about him, you know, and his type of training and his approach to fighting. So I'm with you. I would like to see a lot more of what he brings to the table and what fighters' careers he guides. You know, as they try to get to the elite levels. Exactly. Uh, yeah, yeah. Right. Definitely. Okay. Um, let's run through these couple of pay-per-view nights that are coming up. We'll finish with the Floyd, and then maybe we'll come back with some random thoughts. I'm probably like to hear who your up and coming fighters are to watch. Get one or two of those. But it looks like our next big fight we've already kind of touched on is Canada's David Lemieux and you know the force that's becoming Gennady Golovkin. How do you see that one playing out, man? I know the fans will win. Exactly. 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 So Uh huh. Right. So who you leaning with on that one? Your final call on that one. I am too. I'm glad you said that because sometimes I feel, I know you throw out some of the hypothetical matchups, and all, and we weigh all of the fight fans, we weigh in on who we think would carry those fights. But man, 70-85% of the time, I really don't have a clue of which way I would go. And I'm just more interested in seeing the fight or seeing that fight, especially, when it's two active fighters and not maybe an active fighter and someone who's been retired. Was that you the other day that had a matchup with Manny Pacquiao versus Thomas Hearns? Yeah, something like that. I mean, I do have a good opinion on that, but that's not one that we can see. But like I said, every time these matchups come up, I really can't see it playing out a certain way. So I'm glad you mentioned that. We can move on, man, to maybe a bigger fight. Cause it's going to be pitting Mexico versus Puerto Rico. It's Cotto, versus Canelo Alvarez, a middleweight. I think this will be at middleweight, right? Right. Yeah, I like Cotto, man, but I think like we just mentioned with AB a couple of minutes ago, I'm not fond of the way that Miguel Cotto's power has went up with him. And he had got to a point where he was hard pressed to knock out some guys at 147. And, moving all the way up to middleweight, he caught an aging Martinez, Maravilla. And I'm going with the age difference. Canelo's 9 years younger. And like you said, he's got a 2-inch height advantage. He's going to probably be, he's going to outweigh him on the night of the fight. And I just think if Cotto has to stick with the game plan that Roach is laying out here, trying to move, a lot for all 3 minutes of every round, I just don't think that bodes well for Cotto, in the championship rounds. $34. Yeah, 30. Really old. Sit down. I agree. Exactly. All right. So you did say you're taking Canelo in that one. You going decision, or you think it's a possible stoppage? Okay. Right. 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 I mean, Kodo is, a professional fighter, one of the best, probably a Hall of Fame type guy, and is just no slouch. I just think, like you said, at the end of the day, punch volume and just father time probably creeping up a little bit. And, Kodo has been in some wars throughout the years with the Margarito, the controversial Margarito fight. And then, the punishment that he took from Pacquiao, was tremendous. So I just think, Saul Alvarez is the younger man, fresher legs and all that. And I'm gonna go with Alvarez in that one too. We'll see. That's going down November 21st at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada. So once again, this is okay. Right. Yeah, I think, and we can get ready to move on to the big fight, tonight's fight. But I think Canelo took a big hit after not finishing or not living up to the expectations that he would take out of Floyd Mayweather. And that was really one of Floyd's best performances, in my opinion, in recent years. And it was kind of like Canelo's popularity took a big dip because he didn't get it done. And people kind of ignored the fact that it was a catchweight fight. Floyd and Ellerby and the whole money team were very confident in Canelo's limitations at that time. And I felt like they took advantage of that young man. Agreed.